What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gallonman20, and today I am here to show you how to install ELS for Grand Theft Auto 5 Lspd. And now a lot of you guys have, if I've been going back and forth with a couple people asking me my ELS is not working, things like that, and I am going to show you how to properly install it, and I'm going to show you all the functions that you can do in the game basically with ELS. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started with the first part, which is downloading Winrar or 7-zip. Does not matter as long as you have an extracting program to extract your files. Download that, and then we'll move on to the next step. Now what we're going to be doing is go to the second link in the description, which is Emergency Lighting System 1.05 by Lieutenant Kane. And here is the update on ELS version 1.05. You can read it here, or you can just go ahead and download it. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on download this file. You're going to click on download ELS version 1.05. You're going to do the security check, and you're going to download it. So it's as simple as that, and let's move on to the next step, which is, we're going to get to that next part later. So now you got the file on your desktop. What you're going to do, right click on it, extract to ELS version 1.05. Here's your file. You got your file. So now what we're going to do, we're going to open that file up. You're going to see 3 folders. The only folder that we're going to worry about today is the installation files. Click on that, and then you're going to see GTA 5. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our Grand Theft Auto 5 directory. If you guys don't know where that is, you're going to go to this PC, local disk, Program Files 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and then your GTA 5 directory. As you can see, these two are similar right here. You see GTA 5 and GTA 5. We're going to double click on that and double click on this. Boom. Now you have, that tells you that this is going to go into your GTA 5 directory. That simple as that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take these files right here. One of these files you're going to see advanced hook. It's going to pop up with an error message because I already have it in here, and that's because ELS is already installed for me. So I'm going to drag this and I'm going to drop it. That's all you're going to do. So I'm going to skip this file because it's already in there. I'm not going to overwrite it. So now you have your 4 files in your GTA 5 directory. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get an ELS vehicle. Some people don't know how to get ELS vehicles because sometimes the title throws them off on the vehicles that they have. So what you're going to do, go back to Lspd's website. You're going to go to mods, and then you're going to click on the tab right here called vehicle models. Click on that, and it's going to bring you up to this menu with all the vehicles. Now to get a ELS vehicle to get searched by, you're going to go to filter by right over here. You're going to click on it. Now of course it's not going to be like this. It's going to be blank because of course I already filled it out. But you're going to go to ELS compatibility. You're going to click on ELS. Then you're going to go to your vehicle type. So if you want police, fire, EMS, or other vehicles that are ELS compatible, you're going to click on one of those. Now of course we're going to go with police because that's what this is mainly about. Click on that, and you got your vehicles. So a lot of these vehicles are ELS. Most of them I've already installed. So there is one right here, BCSO Mega Pack. I already have it installed on my desktop, so I just have to extract it and do things like that. But this is a ELS pack, very well done by a toy. And there's another one right here that I want to give a shout out to. It's the Lspd Pack. That's another one I have installed. And also the 16 FPI by Tickle Me Elmo or whatever. Those are the 3 vehicles I have installed. Also the 2014 unmarked vehicle, which I can't even find right now. It's somewhere on here. But that one I have installed as well. And I'm going to jump over to the GTA 5 gameplay to show you guys that it does indeed work. So I'll see you guys over there in a couple more seconds, and we'll get into it. Okay, now we're back in Grand Theft Auto 5, and now I'm going to be showing you guys how ELS works and all the little functions with that. So we got our vehicle right here, which is a 2014 Dodge Charger that you guys saw me install. It's right here. If you guys don't know how to do that, use the trainer and go to vehicle spawning, emergency, and then FIB. That's how you're going to spawn it basically. Or you can just go to the police station when you do Lspd FR and force duty and things like that. Okay, so what you're going to do, if you're using a controller, you're going to go left on the D-pad 3 times to get the full primary setup. If you want the directional light, it's going to be 1, and then 2 is going to be secondary lights, I'm guessing. So here's number 1, which is left on the D-pad. Here's number 2, and here is number 3. So that's how you do that. That's how you get that running. Now if you're on a keyboard and mouse, it's going to be J on the keyboard. So 1, 2, and 3. Boom. That's with the keyboard. Now what you're going to do is, this is like the control panel for ELS to see all the lights and functions at the bottom right hand corner. What you're going to do is press Control, and you're going to press P. Now of course you saw my main menu thing come up, which usually it does anyways, but it still brings up the ELS configurator. You want to make sure when you do Control P that you press Escape when you exit out. I don't know if there's a different way to get out of it and the thing goes away, but that's all you're going to do. You're going to press Control P, and this is going to bring up the menu. With this menu, you can switch all the lighting setups and things like that. So if I press J, or the left on the D-pad, whichever one you pick, as you can see, there's a lighting pattern right here. Now to switch those lighting patterns, for the one that's highlighted right now, it says 0, 0, 0. What you're going to do is press I, and it changes to a different pattern, and you have like a variety of them that you can choose from. So if you keep pressing I, you can get all these different lighting patterns. Of course this one doesn't have many, but it keeps getting faster and faster the more you keep going up. So that's how you do that. Now I'm gonna have to change a setting in here real quick. You gotta turn key bindings off so it doesn't spawn a helicopter. But if you press Alt and I, so ALT and then I, you can go backwards and go back down to 0, 0, 0. So that's how that works. Now if we go to secondary with primary, now this controls the front of the lights. So if you want to have a different pattern for this when you have it in secondary mode, you can change it to that, and then you can change it, the primary lights, using the letter U. So as you can see, the pattern is changing when I press U, and it just does all of its little functions that it does. So I have a 4 and I have a 1. Now when I switch it to all of them, which is all 3, it has a default for us, which is secondary at 80, primary at 44, and warning lights at 24. So it has an automatic setup for that, but if you want to change all those, you just press O, I, or U to change those functions. O is for warning, U is for primary, and I is for secondary to change all those lighting setups. So if we go through it again, you have the secondary as the one that I just chose, and then primary, which is at 4. If I press Alt, I can go back down to 0, and then things will be back to normal and things like that. The other functions that you can do with ELS, so if I have my primary lights on, all 3 of them at once, I press down on the D-pad on my controller, and it plays a siren. So if I press down on the D-pad, boom, there's your siren. If I press circle, which is on a PS4 controller, circle on the PS4 controller, it does like a little chime of the siren. So it does a very quick siren noise instead of the full siren that it does at that time. Now let's just say you have your siren going, and then you want to have like a secondary siren going at the same time. So I'm going to let you guys listen to that. But how you do that is you press down on the D-pad with your siren. The siren keeps playing, and then you press up on the D-pad, which then plays a secondary siren. So let me show you guys and then listen to it. So this is the first function, which is the main siren. So then I'm going to switch it. If you want to switch to siren modes, you press circle on the D-pad, and you keep pressing it until you get all these different functions. So like that. So if I'm going to go to this siren right here, and I'm going to keep it there. Now I'm going to press up on the D-pad, and it's going to play a secondary siren, thinking that there's 2 cops in the area, when really it's just 1 cop car with 2 different sirens going at once. It's a little bit weird, but I kind of like it. I sometimes use it. So you got those functions, and now you got back to normal. So now, what else can I show you guys? So for on the keyboard and mouse, you press T, which would be circle on the keyboard or on the controller, to do that little abrupt siren. And then what's the primary? G is the primary light or primary siren that you guys do. So doing that, and then I don't know how you change sirens on that. If you guys want to look at it, I'll leave a keyboard panel control setup, whatever you want to call it, on the screen, or I'll leave it down in the description. That way you guys can see what the different functions are for that. May even take a screenshot of it and just put it in the description as well, so you guys can click on it and look at all the controls and save it to your desktop. That way you can have it for your use and when you play GTA if you've never used ELS. Now, if this video gets 10 likes or more, I will post a different video on how to install Lspd, because right now we have ELS, but we don't have Lspd installed. So if you guys want to tune in for that tutorial, let me know down in the comment section below. And remember, 10 likes equals the Lspd episode that will get released. Until then, hope this helped you guys out with understanding how to get ELS working, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.